And recording.
Hi, welcome to the pilot episode of Three Burdens. I'm your host Eagle with sorry, my mic messed up. With my friend Hammy and Bug. How are you guys doing?
Good so far.
I can't complain. I can't complain.
That's good. That's good. So what's the
Today's,
subject? Oop.
well, I was gonna get into that, but we're unprofessional, folks. Don't expect anything special here. But I wanted to kind of talk about this whole clout house situation with the whole having a bunch of girls that are not 18 years old kind of just show up to that fucking house to hang around some guy named Wolfie Raps, or as Tommy C likes to call him, Wolfie Rapes. It's a great name. It's a great name for it.
Lovely.
Indeed.
Oh no, the situation is that this chick went on drama alert, despite her being the side hoe of the whole debacle, because apparently Wolfie was cheating on his girlfriend with her, who I believe is 16.
Ooh.
So yeah, not good. So to just kind of put this into perspective here, she got mad that he wasn't showing her enough attention, despite her being the side hoe and 16. So she went on drama alert, exposed his ass, and now Wolfie, I guess FaZe Banks is like making another clout house somewhere. So that he doesn't have to hold any responsibility for any of the actions that were being done at this house, whatever they were. Your thoughts, guys?
I mean, this
Uh, this
stuff is
this
just.
this concerns me.
This concerns you. How does it concern you? Besides the blatantly obvious.
Underage. Yeah, it's I. It's hard to put into words. It's I'm slightly disgusted. No, I take it back. I'm highly disgusted.
I'm highly disgusted.
Cause it's I don't want to be like, the obvious ones where it's like, you can't do that. Like obviously you're not supposed to do that. But it's a little hard to put into words how I feel about this.
You don't want to be like Banks is towards his fans and just be like, oh, that's bad
Yeah.
what you did. Fair enough.
Mhm.
I don't know. Uh, fucking Ricky apparently is gonna have a whole new house.
What?
That's the part that yeah, FaZe Banks is gonna have a whole new house.
Hmm.
With with what money?
I mean, he's got money from the obvious FaZe shit.
Tournaments, yeah.
You know, he's got money, but like he's gonna have, like he says he's gonna make another house so that Wolfie and whatever friends that he wants to take over there can stay at that house.
Okay.
He
To which I'm
needs.
just like, aren't you just deflecting a little bit?
You know what he needs? He needs some Bosley hair restoration. That's what he needs. Not a new
That
house.
is just for men. Because he's gonna be turning 30 like in a few years as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And by the way, if Ricky Banks just so happens to come across this, don't threaten us on Twitter.
I don't have one yet, so good luck with that.
Well, probably we'll all have one by the end of this hell, but don't threaten us on Twitter. Okay? Don't do that. You'll embarrass yourself. Right now we're nobodies. Okay?
just
Nobody.
We're just three burdens.
We're just, yeah, exactly. We're just three burdens. This is the name of the
Uh-huh.
podcast. You're basically the Goliath here, and we're David. If you just come after us, it'll be like an automatic slingshot to your balding temple. But I don't know. I think the only reason why he's like trying to make a different clout house is because he doesn't want to take fucking responsibility for anything that happens to these minors that just come in and out of his house.
Mhm.
I mean, Kim even said himself, there's a lot of people that go in and out of that one house.
Yeah.
So you might see someone that you never fucking met there before. My thing is that who the fuck didn't notice this fucking 16-year-old skulking about? Who doesn't notice that shit? Why is his name Wolfie Raps? Why is it not Wolfie Statutory Rapes?
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
It's clear he's fucking this girl. There's no
Obviously.
there's no evidence for him not fucking this girl. It is so painfully obvious.
Mm.
Look at the facts. He goes fucking dark on Twitter for like a week, which yeah, that's great. Statutory rape allegations. I think I'll take off a week. Sure. He goes dark on Twitter for like a fucking week. He comes back and like the first thing he does is make a video back, and I guess he explains the whole situation. I don't know. I didn't watch the video because I don't like those people. I don't like those people in the slightest. But if I'm being frankly honest, from what I've heard, this is just what I've heard, so don't bash me for it. But this is just what I've heard. I heard Wolfie's running a bit scared. He's got like piss running down his leg, you see? I heard that he's a bit afraid of what this might actually cause. Now, I don't know why he's worried.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's worried, because the thing is that this chick was not smart enough to go to the police in the first place in order to fuck this guy over. You know where everybody seems to go when it comes to pedophilia charges? Keemstar.
When they should go to the police.
Exactly. Why is Keemstar interviewing the fucking mom of the girl that Lionmaker was talking to years ago? Does that make any sense to you?
No.
I didn't
Because
know
what
Keemstar was
is
the
he gonna
cop.
do about it? Like, report on it? That's all he's gonna do.
Report on it, sit back and eat fucking popcorn, and do that smug fucking face that he does. I mean, granted, Drama Alert is great for like bringing this shit to light, I guess. But at the same time, don't you feel like it's kind of sensationalized when people are going to fucking Keemstar for pedophilia allegations? For fuck's sake, man. What was it? The police came to Linemaker's like Keemstar reported this. The police, and I'm just using this as an example, even though it's all news, but the police go to Linemaker's house and they confiscate his laptop.
Oh.
They confiscated his laptop. This was years ago. But they confiscated his fucking laptop, and his claim basically is that they swept through it and they found absolutely nothing.
Seems a bit suspicious if you ask me.
Well, yeah, but on top of that, wouldn't they, since she was the one that took the pictures, wouldn't they fucking go and confiscate her laptop?
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, apparently they did, and they found nothing still, which is still odd to me, considering that her fucking rectum was on Twitter for all to see.
Yeah, and considering this day and age, someone must have saved it. Just because people are weird that way.
But she never, like, outright said that Lionmaker did anything or asked anything like that of her. But this is a different case.
Yeah.
Like, this is not over the internet. Like, this is like two people, one is underage, they hooked up, and then he fucked off, and then she fucked off, but then went to Keemstar, who doesn't believe the accusation. I wonder why.
Yeah.
You know what? How old is Lion?
How old is Lionmaker?
Mid-20s?
No. He is like 31, 32 probably now.
Oh my
Ugh.
god.
That's now. He was 27 when that shit was happening.
That doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make it any better. The girl was like, what, 13, 14 years old?
Yeah, hell no.
What the fuck is this? And now, apparently Wolfie Rapes didn't learn that fucking shit from him at all. He didn't take lessons from the whole Lion Maker scandal. Cause here he is, fucking 16-year-old.
That
What?
everyone seems to not bat an eye at.
Everyone at Cloud House seems to not bat an eye.
Yeah.
She claims, and if she's telling the truth, she claims that many people have gone in his room to find her in there with him. So if that's fucking true, Cloud House just kind of just let the shit go on. You know? They just like basically just watched their friend fuck a 16-year-old and they did nothing about it. Fucking, I mean, there's a lot of people that go in and out of that house, Keem says. I mean, he can say that all he fucking wants. It doesn't change the fact that there was a girl there who was not 18 years old getting piped by one of your guys at Cloud House. That's a bit of a problem. In fact, for me, if that was my house, which that is FaZe Banks' house, that is his house. I think that house is in his name. That is his house. So what the fuck, Ricky, are you doing? Like, there's no possible way you could have just not known this was going on. It's happening in your house. You live there. You live there. I would fucking probably figure out if someone in my house was fucking a teenager. Come on. I'd at least ask questions. Who the fuck is that? What is she doing here? Do her parents know that she's here? What is her reasoning for being here? Question.
I'm just more curious why he would go for someone that young. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but why do any of them?
Exactly.
In reality.
I mean, he has the whole fucking world to go after, but he goes after that? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
It's
in
like,
all
surely
honesty,
there's
like
more variety.
Wolfie's not on the same level Banks is. So I don't know. That could be a fan of his. For all we fucking know. That could have been a fan of his for all Ricky fucking knew. My concern is, like, if I was Ricky, I would ask, why the fuck is this fan in the house? In your room? Like, you don't ask questions? Like, nobody asks questions.
No one's curious? Yeah.
I wouldn't walk by that and just not ask a question or two. Several questions, actually, from me.
You'd think they'd do like a double take if, they see a minor walk into the room, but...
But that's what she said that they did.
They just did a double take?
Yeah, like they just did a double take, and they would like actively go in his room to talk to him. They would go in his room, they would go into Wolfie's room and talk to him. And she said, she said that they would notice her there, they just weren't fucking bothered by it. Like, this guy lives with you. You have to know that a girl that is obviously not his girlfriend is just sitting in his room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit suspicious in that part, yeah.
I don't know. To me, I would have like 9 million questions just off of that fucking shit right there. Like, how do you have, like, who is this chick? That's not your girlfriend.
Like your girlfriend is somewhere else in that house.
Yeah, like, Eagle, I would probably fucking ask you if I would just like to go over there. And there's some like random chick who looks like in 10th grade at your house. I would be like, bruh, who is that? That's not your girl. Who is that? Why is she here? Where did you find her? Put her back. Treat her like a fucking store item. Yeah, receipt.
It goes on this shelf.
I talk to you like a child. Like, put it back on the shelf. And
Right
I'm not playing
now.
with you.
I will take you out of this store if you keep acting up.
I'll take you out of the store and put you in the hot car. 'cause
Actually,
that's
no. I'll take you. It's more like I'll take you out of the clout house and then.
Yeah, I'll take you out of this cloud house right now, little girl. You just
Oh,
sit at this
jeez.
front. You just sit on this front porch and think about what you did. Here's a fan. Look, 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, no.
I can't deal with this weather.
Ugh, God, I hate summer. I hate summer. I hate summer. Like, there was just the other day, you know, I get out of my car and the first thing that meets my eye is a mosquito.
Oh.
And immediately
I hate those things.
as he's flying towards me, like I feel like I made eye contact with this mosquito.
Ugh.
As if to say, it's on. But he was saying it's on. I'm saying, if you fucking touch me, I will murder you where you fucking stand. I fucking hate summer. Like, my car had troubles with AC and Freon, and I'm going outside to put the Freon on, and as I'm fucking putting Freon in my car, I am just getting eaten the fuck up by a bedlam of mosquitoes.
You don't get any poison?
No. And even if I did, it doesn't work for me for some reason.
No. I mean, I'm not talking about the sprays. I'm talking about it's like a can you hang up or something like that. And mosquitoes love it, and it just kind of like either poisons them or zaps them. If it works wonders.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about those things that they normally use in like really funny cartoons where the mosquito just kind of runs into it.
No, that's a bug zapper, but I would love mosquitoes run to that shit.
Yeah.
It's a bug / bird zapper, because birds fucking somehow manage to fuck
no.
that up as well.
Yeah.
But nah, man, like I have a pool. Maybe one of you can come over.
I mean,
Oh shoot. Maybe I should come over then. I used to have a pool.
Yeah.
When I was little.
I can't swim, so
Yeah.
it'd be a bit redundant. Oh, fuck you with your tiskin ass.
I can do the
Like, I
doggy
don't
paddle.
fucking hear you.
I can do the doggy paddle. Does that count?
It works.
Everyone can do the doggy paddle. It just doesn't get you anywhere anymore.
I sink. And like people have told me I think to hold my breath. They're like, calm down. I am calm. But then I sink like a sack of rocks.
I was calm, and then I was underwater. Maybe that's why I'm not fucking calm anymore. Did you ever think about that?
Am I also the only one that hates like pool water in their eye? So that
I
they
hate
just
pool water in me in general.
Oh, fuck.
like I'm.
Whenever,
What were you gonna say?
like whenever I fucking come out of a pool, I always come out with like this fucking bronchitis / COPD / smokers fucking 90s millennium fucking cough. Like every time I cough, it just sounds like I'm killing children in Africa, just out of nowhere. Every time I cough, it's so powerful.
I just get really waterlogged and it hurts to breathe after a while. But like
Yeah.
I hate it though because everyone else I know is like, oh, it's not that bad once you get used to it. I've tried to open my eyes underwater, but no, it like
get used to that.
It stung so bad. Like I guess it's just the chlorine, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's just like, no, I can't do this.
Oh, you burn the fuck out of your eyes.
Ugh. Even in normal water, my eyes hate it.
Yeah. I just fucking hate when I like do like a trick, whatever, just me being me or my brother suplexing me in the water, and fucking chlorine just goes up your nose and it just burns like a motherfucker.
Yes.
I've had that happen. I've had water.
First of all, which suplex? Second of all,
German.
Oh.
Jesus, you went in head first then.
This is gonna probably sound kind of gross, but like I've fallen in before. It would go in my nose and then down my throat, and I hated every second of it. Like,
yeah, that's how my cough started.
ugh, and then the weird feeling in like my sinuses because it's all like filled with chlorine. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is extremely terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps you cool during the summer though.
I
So-
guess but summer still fucking sucks. So you know.
I used to actually not have a problem with summer. I'm
yeah, and then
less.
you grew up, and then you realized how much it sucks.
I'm more of a fall and spring kind of person, where the weather's not too hot and it's not too cold. Like, ugh, in the winter, I hate the winter the most.
If it had felt that, like year round, ugh.
Oh Lord.
I would love an Alaska winter, just like 50 to 60s.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Just all summer. I meant to say Alaska summer, but I would love an Alaska summer, 50 to 60s, all summer. Oh God.
Even that's cold to me for some reason.
Yeah, but feels good.
Yeah. Feels good, man.
Yeah.
Next
I
major
mean-
topic. Oh wait, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's like I wouldn't mind moving to like Maine or Toronto or Canada, somewhere like there. I wouldn't mind that.
Hmm.
You know, just cold weather all year
Toronto
round.
still gets really fucking hot this time of year, though. Toronto. You know, it's not as frequent as down here, but it can fuck you up, dude.
You know, out of curiosity, just let me look at it right now. Just out of curiosity.
Just out of curiosity, as he says. The other thing I wanted to talk about was Ice Poseidon and Sam Pepper getting thrown and jacked up out of VidCon.
Which I actually didn't hear about this.
I didn't hear about it until I woke up this morning. But Sam Pepper, everyone, that is a name that hasn't been in relevance for like 90 years. Sam Pepper.
He hasn't grabbed
if
any
you
asses
remember-
recently, remember?
Yeah, basically. But Sam Pepper, if you remember correctly, which you probably don't, but if you remember correctly, Sam Pepper was the guy who liked to stage pranks. He was one of the first ones who started to stage pranks.
Mhm.
So, you know, him being a prankster, they were kind of heinous pranks. Like, I think his last one was him pretending to kill his friend on a roof.
Oh.
Oh, I
That's
remember
just-
that one where he was all like tied to the chair, I think.
Yeah, quickly sweep that under the rug because I guess his rape accusations didn't go through. So now he's hanging out with Ice Poseidon. Not sure how I feel about that. Not sure how Ice Poseidon's nose feels about that. I mean, it's fucking so big that it fucking has a mind of its own. But my thing is that I kind of feel bad for these guys. I kind of feel bad for these guys because they just wanted to go to VidCon. That's all.
Wait, so they were
wanna
just
go to VidCon.
they were just going like they didn't have like a panel or anything. They just went to
I
just go.
mean, of course, they didn't have a panel,
Well,
but
yeah.
like how they got in was, and if I heard this correctly from Scares,
Oh boy.
the fucking guys
It's a double
got
upload.
the fucking guys got a fucking Fortnite llama.
Yeah.
They got a Fortnite llama. They hid inside the Fortnite llama, and then just kind of waltzed into VidCon.
No,
That
that's
question's asked.
that's a sight to behold. Just imagine
And my
walking into
thing
VidCon
is-
and seeing
And
a
my thing is,
Fortnite llama.
apparently it took them a little while, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but apparently
No,
it
that's
took
cool.
the security a little while to realize that there were fucking dudes in this Fortnite pinata. Think about that for a minute.
They need some new security, I tell you what. If you don't notice
mean-
a multicolored llama from a video game, there's a bit of questions to be asked.
If you don't notice it moving, it would be one thing if it was just there as a prop. But if you don't notice it moving some questions need to be asked about A, your eyesight, and B, your intelligence.
I can't with this.
Like they just fucking, and Sam Pepper and Ice Poseidon, they aren't short guys, okay? They're like 6'4".
They're skyscrapers, Jesus.
Yeah, they're fucking tall. They're skinny fucks, but they're tall fucks. And keep in mind, that had to be a pretty big fucking llama to fit two guys that are around 6'4". And they just kind of walked. Like they just kind of llama walked into VidCon. Now, I'm not saying they don't have every right to be there, but how did no one fucking see this until they got in?
Honestly.
What did they...
Wait, hold on. How the fuck they get in anyways?
That's another question. Good question. That's another thing. How the fuck did they get in anyways?
Yeah,
because the way that Scarce tells it, it just makes it look like they just fucking waltzed through the front door.
Yeah.
Excuse me? You just waltzed through the front door? There's security at the front doors.
I mean,
of the venue.
granted, they didn't notice the multicolored llama waltzing through VidCon anyway, so I don't think they would have noticed to begin with.
But how do you fucking not notice?
That's the
There's
thing.
people at the front door. They give you passes for VidCon to go in if you're a guest or a guest of honor or whatever the fuck, or if you're a YouTuber, whatever the fuck, right? There's like they have to scan these to let you in.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get these fucking scanned. So how the fuck did they manage to just kind of let that go? They just let it. What was it so dazzling that it distracted you from your job? You people fucking suck. But later they did get found out somehow, and then they were removed from VidCon.
Okay, I mean, like, did they not have any passes, or were they?
They didn't have any passes, but the thing was, is that they weren't like they keep not inviting them to, despite Sam Pepper being like, and I know this is gonna shock you viewers, a big thing back in the day, but not for good reasons, obviously. But Sam Pepper, you know, at least should have been on the maybe list.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Considering the allegations, didn't you say they weren't true?
They weren't true. I kind of knew they were bullshit, and I don't like Sam Pepper by a long shot, but I kind of figured out they were bullshit when the chick A couldn't get her fucking story straight, and B, it's very convenient how you could accuse a guy of rape after he was just fucking crucified by the internet for that prank that he did.
Yeah.
Like, it's great timing on your part. You could have waited a fucking year
Yeah.
where he wasn't so relevant at the time.
Yeah, but you know how people are. They do things that.
Oh yeah, they hop on shit because they want to ruin people.
Yeah.
So.
It could all just.
Tobuscus.
Yeah, it could just all be because you don't like the person, which is crappy. I think.
Yeah, Tobuscus is another example.
Yeah, I didn't believe it when I heard it too, because Tobuscus was like one of the. He was even earlier. He was more popular way before Sam Pepper. Obviously.
But the thing was, is that like right after his breakup with Jacqueline Glenn, this shit started churning out.
Yeah, and I kind of knew it wasn't true too, because again,
and even Jacqueline, as much of a bitch as she is, she didn't fucking say that he abused her any. And she said it was a little nuts, but that doesn't imply abuse. Just nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck his name. He named himself Tobuscus for Christ's sakes. If you don't expect a little bit of crazy with that, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But to accuse him of rape, like actual like real life rape, I think that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It turned out to be false.
Of course.
You know. He turned out, I think, I don't remember who reported it, but somebody reported it that he got off fucking scot-free. It was just like, of course he did.
Yeah, because he didn't do anything to begin
Bullshit.
with.
How do you have all these women come in and out of your life, and then like half of them the dude A doesn't fucking know, and B, he's just, I mean he was beat up for it for like months.
Yeah, he didn't
You
he
know?
stop uploading as much too because of it?
I mean, he didn't upload any like gameplay things. I think he uploaded on his other channel where he kind of does like vlogs and shit, but they're bad.
Yeah, I would assume.
I remember stumbling on one of his vlogs actually. It was like many years ago. And it was like I think he was trying to like it was something about a camera, like a security camera at the top.
Yeah.
And then he drops the camera and he starts screaming. He's like, "Oh, I don't." And I'm like, "What is this?" I'm like, "What is this vlog?"
What?
he is nuts, but I feel like he has good intentions though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think Toby would harm anyone, to be honest with you. I mean, I know I say that, and then there's like people who legit out there look like they wouldn't harm a fly, and then all of a sudden they're like a serial killer. But
Yeah.
Elliot Rodger comes to mind. I'm just gonna throw that out there, not fucking
Bet you
have
would.
any context surrounded around it at all.
I mean, I think it's Ted Bundy. But